Well, good evening. Ethan back for another beer review, and I'm going to be reviewing from Founders their new product, Panther Cub. This is a 9.2% alcohol by volume porter, and on the back it says a robust porter. Panther Cub is aged in the finest bourbon barrels available, along with a kiss of maple syrup and vanilla extract. The aroma of maple and vanilla combine with a surprisingly deep character to make this rare creature one to gaze upon fondly. Don't let it fool you, this kitty has claws. And it was bottled on 1/28/21. So, a little over 2 months ago. And 9.2% alcohol by volume, that's I don't think I've ever had a porter that high in ABV. Maybe I have, but they're not a lot. I've been looking for this for a while. I finally picked it up a couple days ago near me. I went to a liquor store and I didn't see it on the shelves, right, with the other Founders beers like KBS, Maple Mackinac, CBS, Breakfast Stout, all those, and the Founders Porter with the woman in the black on it. I didn't see it, so I asked the sales associate. I was like, "Hey, do you guys have by chance Founders Panther Cub?" And he's like, "Yeah, we have it. I don't know why it's not out there." So he brought one out for me, and here we go. I bought it, a 4-pack for $14.99, which is not bad actually for a Founders product. And it is a really good porter. I had 2 in the 4-pack already. I wanted to wait for, first time having it on camera, but I couldn't resist. I had to try one before I got around to reviewing it. Life happens, things happen. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? But that's not a bad price. It's a little up there, but compared to Maple Mackinac, that's a pretty good price. That's $10, $8 less, a 4-pack. Will I get this again? Yeah, in like 6 months probably. All right, let's go ahead and get a pour. Get it on camera. All right. You got a cascading head. You got about a 3-finger head of dark khaki, light brown. The beer itself is dark brown to nearly black. It is quite dark for a porter. It looks more like a stout, and truth be told, it tastes more like a stout too, but we'll get into that more. No light passing through it, and really no red tints, coming through the glass with the light. On the nose, I'm getting molasses, maybe vanilla, like a cake frosting, chocolate, maybe maple. I don't know if I'm getting maple, or I'm not even sure I remember what maple smells like. It's got a kind of a robust, boozy aroma. It's kind of strong smelling for a porter. It's definitely not weak smelling or tasting or looking, for that matter. You get chocolate, maybe coffee, but not a lot of coffee with this aroma. It gets a 91 on Beer Advocate, an outstanding. That's good for Beer Advocate. Not real high. That's a little lower than I was expecting. I thought maybe it'd get like a 95, but it didn't. Again, I was excited to finally get this. It's a new beer from Founders that has been hot on the internet with beer reviewers and beer channels reviewing it. Everybody seems to like it. Let's go in and see if we like it. Me. So right up front, you're getting like a kick of heft. I don't know how else to explain it. And when I tried this a couple days ago for the first time, I thought the same thing. It's like a hearty taste. It's full. it kind of smacks you in the mouth. It has a nice robustness. They're not lying when they say it's robust. You do get a little bit of a warming feeling in the mouth and going down the throat and in the chest, like a bourbon barrel-aged stout, but this is just a porter. But really, it's stouter than a lot of stouts, right? You get chocolate, you get maple syrup. I'm getting more maple syrup now than I did before. It kind of lingers on the tongue. Minimal bitterness, not a lot of coffee bitterness. You get a nice kind of warming bourbon barrel flavor. It's a thick, full mouthfeel, especially for a porter. Some porters are taste like a Yingling, They're light, they're just dark. But this is quite heavy, quite full, quite tasty. It's robust, it's flavorful. The fact that they age it in bourbon barrels probably makes it a lot better than it otherwise would be, in my opinion. I get vanilla, I get molasses, I get chocolate. It's sweet, but not overly sweet, All right, I get on that last sip, I got a little like a boozy note, like a warming, almost whiskey note, like a nice fullness. It's not thin, it's not weak. This is a nice porter. Again, better than a lot of stouts you will try. Better than a lot of craft stouts that I've recently tried from my area in small local craft breweries. This one right here, it beats the pants off of a lot of craft beers, stouts, mind you, that I've tried recently from various Atlanta breweries. This one just far and away a lot better. And it's not even a stout, it's a porter. Think about it, that makes it all the more remarkable. Is there anything wrong with it? No. I mean, it's not a beer that I would drink a lot because I don't drink a lot of beer like this. I only do it for reviewing purposes. And occasionally I'll get a stout to drink, but I don't drink a lot of beers like this. And it's not something I can drink a lot of. I'm more of and I've always been more of a Miller High Life, Pabst Blue Ribbon, Hamm's kind of guy. But I enjoy these so much, trying beers like this, but I wouldn't drink this every day. I could, but I wouldn't because I don't like to spend that much money on beer. So $15 a 4-pack, that's not going to be something I'm going to get, every time I go beer shopping. It's a treat, not a everyday item, if that makes sense. For a score, I'd give this we'll go 97. I'll rate it higher than Beer Advocate. It deserves a 97. It's not world class, but it's really exceptional, especially in the style of porter. I don't know if I've ever had a porter quite this tasty. Again, this is better than a lot of stouts. You can probably tell, but I really like Founders Brewing Company from Michigan. And this is just a great beer from them. Is there any fault with it? Well, maybe if it was a little more bitter, it might be better. A little more hop, maybe, to balance the sweetness. But, again, that's just, nitpicking. Honestly, there's not a whole lot of sweetness to overcome, so you really don't even need that. 97 out of 100 for the Founders Panther Cub. Cheers, and thank you for watching.